Hi Taurus, this is your June 23rd through the 29th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already in a relationship or married. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you. After that, in spread number 4, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the fifth spread will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week, Taurus. We have the Ten of Pentacles clarified by the King of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Then we have the Chariot clarified by Justice. In the potential outcome, we have the Empress with the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. And we also have the Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We also have Cancer, maybe a Sagittarius. Maybe Libra. I don't know if I mentioned Libra, but Libra is any air sign. Alright, so what's interesting about this reading, Taurus, is that it starts with a marriage card and the court card clarifying it. Alright, the Ten of Pentacles clarified by the King of Swords. Perhaps that's all we needed for this reading. Right? Every once in a while, if one of the marriage cards come out in a reading, in the very beginning, it's a clear sign from the universe that this person is either like marriage material, or it could be a sign that yes, you can definitely spend the rest of your lives together with this person. That the reading is, this person that shows up. And yeah, the King of Swords clarifying the Ten of Pentacles, that could be the person. Alright, so yeah, the King of Swords, clarifying the Ten of Pentacles, could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or somebody with some major air placements in their chart. If they're not an air sign, they could be somebody who's like very intelligent, somebody who's like a doctor or a lawyer. They could be wearing uniform for work, somebody like that. Okay, and again, yeah, the Ten of Pentacles is one of the marriage cards. Perhaps it's also a way of the universe to say how you're going to be meeting this person. Maybe a family member will introduce you to. Okay, maybe it's your sibling's friend, sibling's co-worker, your cousin's co-worker, cousin's friend, or what have you. The Ten of Pentacles is also a card of finances. So maybe you're meeting this person through a financial institution or something like that, through a financial transaction. The Ten of Pentacles is also a card of real estate in general. Maybe this person is a real estate agent, or they buy property, buy and sell property. They deal with property, maybe a property manager, somebody like this. So be on the lookout of this type of a person. The Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck, all the way to your right, is a card of this card used to be called the marriage proposal card, by the way. It's also a card of attention. It's a card of victory, success. In case you're dealing with two people, Taurus, then this person is winning. This person is the winner, right? Because again, the Six of Wands is a victory card. Right next to the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Wheel of Fortune, right? The Wheel of Fortune, it's a start of a new cycle, a very fortunate cycle. Hence the word fortune in the name of the card. And the Wheel of Fortune could be like a very fortunate turnaround for some of you. It could be a trip coming up or something along those lines. But it's a great major arcana card, right? It really is. Speaking of major arcana cards, we have 2 more, right? At the end of the main spread, one major arcana card is clarifying another major arcana card. The Chariot is clarified by Justice. The Chariot could be a Cancer, Justice could be a Libra. But the Chariot is another victory card, similar to the Six of Wands card. It's also a card of going somewhere, right? The Chariot is one of the fastest cards on the deck. It's also a card of moving forward, not looking back. It's a card of moving on. It's also a fantastic card. Sitting next to the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, awesome. And don't forget about the Ten of Pentacles in the very beginning. Justice, clarifying the Chariot, is a Libra major arcana card. If this King of Swords happens to be a Libra, because Libra is an air sign, right? It's the same person twice in this reading. If they're not a Libra, then Justice, yeah, you're finally getting what you deserve. Justice is a very serious major arcana card. Justice could be an actual place where people get married, like a chapel. Justice could be a government agency, all right? Yeah, maybe this King of Swords is a government worker or something like that. Anyway, in the potential outcome, we have the Empress with the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Also, amazing cards. The Empress, it's actually one of your major arcana cards, Taurus. You share it with Libra, right? But at the same time, the Empress is a wife figure, spouse figure. It is a card of somebody who is loved, cherished, taken care of. It's a card of somebody who is adored. And if we forget about like humans for a second, the Empress is abundance. Abundance in its purest form, right? It could be a financial abundance, it could be emotional abundance, or all of the above. The Empress is one of the most positive cards in the deck. You know, you cannot go wrong with the Empress. The Six of Pentacles in the middle is a card of an equal give and take. Equal give and take. It's also a card of generosity, right? Generosity. And again, it could be generosity when it comes to money, when it comes to emotions, when it comes to this and that. And the last card that came out is the Two of Cups, which is a soulmate card. We have two people in the Two of Cups. I assume that's you and this King of Swords. It's a card of when two people are on the same page, feeling the same way towards one another. So awesome. Awesome reading, Taurus. Really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Taurus, this spread is for you. We have the Nine of Swords clarified by the Five of Wands. We have the Three of Wands clarified by the Two of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the World on the bottom of the deck. Well, you know what's going on here? It's like, for some of you, not for all of you, for some of you, it's some kind of a rough patch being over. Okay? There's definitely, no matter what the scenario is, there's definitely a completion, the end of something, some kind of a turbulence, right? Some kind of a turbulence in your relationship. Okay, because the World on the bottom of the deck, it's the only major arcana card on the table. It is a card of an ending. So something is coming to an end, right? But I always interpret the World as a happy end card, happy end. So the Nine of Swords clarified by the Five of Wands in the beginning, that's what's coming to an end. For some of you in this particular scenario. For others of you, maybe you're thinking about moving, relocating, right? Because the World could also be someplace remote. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. The Nine of Swords clarified by the Five of Wands. The Nine of Swords is a card of somebody who is stressed out, somebody who is worried about something, somebody who is all up in their head for a good reason, or maybe not, right? The Five of Wands clarifying that. Maybe this is what's happening between you and your person, because it is a card of a fight. I'm just being honest with you. It's a card of a conflict. But it could also be an internal struggle for some of you, an internal struggle, okay? Again, the good news is that whatever that is, whatever those two cards mean in your situation, they're coming to an end, right? The Three of Wands clarified by the Two of Cups. For some of you, maybe if you're not married yet, maybe you're just dating, right? Somebody's like really falling in love. And they're like, oh my God, I'm falling in love. What's happening? Maybe they're not used to falling in love. Perhaps you, perhaps them, up until this point, they were never in a exclusive commitment, an exclusive committed relationship, but this time, somebody is in love, and there's nothing they can do about it. Anyway, whatever the case, the Three of Wands clarified by the Two of Cups. It's a decision, right? The Three of Wands is a card of somebody who made up their mind, made a final decision, and after that there is no turning back. The Two of Cups clarifying that. It has something to do with the two of you, right? Because the Two of Cups, as you can see, features two people in it. That's you and your person. It's a soulmate card. It's a card of when two people in love. And the Ace of Pentacles right next to the deck, it is a card of, for some of you, it's a marriage proposal. If it's not a marriage proposal, it's a card of an offer to take it to the next level, whatever that level is for you. For others of you, maybe you're thinking about moving, relocating, and buying something at a new destination, a new location. Because the Ace of Pentacles could be a financial card. So maybe you're moving and buying something or renting something someplace else, right? This reading is basically a transition. Something is coming to an end, and whatever is coming to an end has something to do with the first two cards, the Nine of Swords and the Five of Wands, and it only gets better after this. It really does. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Taurus, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Seven of Swords clarified by the Ace of Wands. We have the Hierophant. We have the Hermit, clarified by the Three of Swords, and we have the Magician on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with the Virgo, Gemini, perhaps even another Taurus. Okay, so let me start with the conclusion, I guess. This is a no-go. This is not a reconciliation. Okay, I don't see two people getting back together and living happily ever after. No, quite the opposite. This is definitely two people staying separate from one another, and perhaps for a good reason. Yeah, because this reading actually starts with the Seven of Swords clarified by the Ace of Wands. So if you put those two cards together, somebody just wants to have a little fun behind closed doors, if you know what I mean, and that's it. That's it, right? Even though the Hierophant, kind of in the middle right there, the Hierophant is a card of marriage commitment, but it's your major arcana card, Taurus. So I assume that's you, represented here by your own major arcana card, right? And it's always a good sign to have your own major arcana card in your own reading. It really is. That means you definitely understand what's going on. And yeah, so somebody is coming in with those two cards in the beginning. They just want to spend some time with you, one-on-one, right? But no, it's a no-go. At the end, we have the Hermit clarified by the Three of Swords and the Magician on the bottom of the deck. By the way, the Magician, if we put the Magician card together with the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Wands, they may try to trick you into this, right? The Magician is not a bad card unless we have particular certain cards in the same reading. And the Seven of Swords with the Ace of Wands are some of those cards. So together with the Magician, somebody's going to try to trick you into this. But, you know, it's not going to work on you. At the end, we have the Hermit clarified by the Three of Swords. As you can probably see, there's just one person in a Hermit card. Could be a Virgo you're dealing with. The Hermit is a Virgo major arcana card. But no. It's somebody by themselves. With the Three of Swords clarifying it, it's a card of broken heart. And I assume it's them because you rejected them. Right? Taurus, right? Taurus. Alright, so be on the lookout of somebody coming in trying to whistle their back into your life, but they don't want anything serious with you. They just want to spend some time with you, and that's it. Alright? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Taurus, this week. We have the Fool, clarified by the Eight of Wands. We have the Knight of Swords, clarified by the Ace of Wands. We have you, the Hierophant. And we also have the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing maybe with an Aries. We also have Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I don't think zodiac signs really matter. You know what this reading is? Taurus, this reading is about somebody, and most likely by somebody, I mean you taking a risk, taking a leap of faith. Alright, this is a very, very dynamic reading. This is definitely a new beginning, like a fresh new beginning, fresh start. It's a reading about somebody just taking a plunge, just going for it. That's what this reading is about. It's like brand spanking new beginning. The ink hasn't dried yet. If there's paperwork involved, the ink hasn't even dried yet. It's that fresh. Okay? We do have the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck, right? It is a card of somebody having to make a choice. Right? Should I do this or not? Or should I go with this company or another company? Should I go with this vendor supplier or another vendor supplier? Should I go with that partner or another partner? Okay, so there's going to be some kind of a decision-making process that I assume you will go through. However, once you've made this decision, once you made that choice, bam! It feels like a major launch, a spaceship launch, right? Because the Fool, the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Wands, these are all very fast-paced, moving forward cards. All of them, all four of them are talking about a new beginning. So 4 cards on the table can definitely be interpreted as cards of a new beginning. Okay, really, really fast pace. The Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, maybe you're traveling this week, or maybe you're relocating, or maybe you have to go somewhere for this to happen, right? Or this is just going to be very quick. Let's do this. Let's go before it's too late. It's hot. Right? The Ace of Wands is definitely, maybe it's your own inspiration kicking in. Maybe this is you wanting to start your own business. Okay? The Hierophant right next to the deck, that's you, Taurus. You showed up in your own readings, in your own spreads. How many times? I lost count. But that's you, right? And it's also a card of something formal, official. It's also a card of education. It's a serious card, you know. But since this is your reading, it's most likely you. Alright, Taurus? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen, Taurus, this week. We have the Queen of Wands clarified by the Ace of Cups. We have the High Priestess, the Ten of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Well, Taurus, here's the deal. You're dealing with this Queen of Wands, and I assume I'm connecting with a male or masculine Taurus for this particular spread. Okay? What you're not expecting is either this Queen of Wands confessing their love to you, or if you feel like pursuing this Queen of Wands, and if you're in love with this Queen of Wands and you feel like pursuing them, perhaps what you're not expecting, they also have deep, loving feelings towards you. Okay? Because that's what's going on here. There's definitely this Queen of Wands here. I don't think that's you. I think it's another person, right? And we have two aces and the Ten of Cups on the table. And the Queen of Wands themselves is clarified by the Ace of Cups, which is a very loving ace. It's all about love. The Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, the second ace here. It's a very serious ace. The Ace of Pentacles is all about long terms. Okay, and the Ten of Cups right next to the deck is the Happily Ever After card. It's a family card, commitment, marriage card. The High Priestess is a secret or intuition, right? So again, maybe they've been harboring feelings towards you for a while, and now they're gonna come out of the shadow and tell you how they feel. Or again, if you feel like pursuing them, if you feel like letting them know how you feel, you'll be surprised that they also have loving, deep feelings for you, Taurus. Okay, so yeah, that's what you're not expecting, and that's what I have for you for this reading, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Taurus, have an amazing week.